beer. It's Peach Plaza Pale Ale, 4.2% alcohol. It's got a little bit of a zesty tang to it. It's nice, refreshing, I would like to say. So the back of this beer tells me that it's a vegan beer. That sounds a bit too healthy for me. So we're going to counterbalance that with a nice big fat juicy steak tonight, and we're going to accompany that with some chicken of the woods, which is growing on this dead bit of tree here. We're foraging, really, that's what we're doing. We're taking some wild food. Of caution, of course, when it comes to fungi. You know, if you don't know, don't eat it. Or those go out with somebody who does, or do what I do. I self-taught myself, and I just bought books, and I take a few books out with me. The pictures are different and you're able to cross-reference, and then you can really nail down that identification, which is very important. Yeah, nice. Not as nice as the other beer I had there. I think that one was more sweeter, actually. That's probably why. Very nice. Nice and refreshing. We'll get cooking shortly. I just want to get this thing up to heat. Takes its time. Takes an hour really before it's ready for cooking. That's why I like it. Just totter about doing stuff. Enjoy the evening. It's a beautiful day again. So yeah, just make the most of it. Also for dinner tonight we have some potato dauphinoise. They're in a creamy cheese sauce. I think it'll go well with the chicken of the woods as well as the steak. Nice and easy for me. I just need to open this up and heat it up in a saucepan, that's all. That's what I like, easy cooking. Well, I was going to put these in the pan, but I think I'll just put them straight on there. They're in tin foil anyway. What we might also do is lift... no, I might just leave that. I was going to take off that bit there. That flame will be directly under there, but I think it might be starting to warm up now. We'll just do a little test. A little bit, yeah, it's just starting to go. That'll be fine. It just takes its time. I might just take the opportunity of this not being ferocious just to start these mushrooms off, actually. Oh, it's actually not going too bad now. I think we'll get the peppers in as well. A little bit of butter there. I want to get the steak on pretty smart too, because I want the flavours to impart into the chicken of the woods from that steak. I'll just give it a sec and then we'll go with that. I think I'll get the steak on. It's quite thick. Well, it's going very nice. That steak is a lot thicker than what I thought it was, actually. It's fine. We'll work it out. It's going to take a while to cook. I could have put it on first, actually. So I took it out of that little plastic tub there, and I thought, gee, that's actually really thick. Probably the thickest one I've ever had. Let's take our time with it. Just swapped around for a second there. I'll just get the potatoes on the go. They'll need a good 15 minutes of cooking anyway right through. We'll just cook that steak slowly for now. Right, every time I have a beer, I hardly drink these days. Every time I have a beer my timing goes up. I've just taken that veg off. I'm just going to turn that now. Cook it slowly and then I'll add the veg back. Looks good. Can't wait for this. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. We'll just add that back. Plate up shortly. Okay, let's get these potatoes in on the bottom there. They're nice and hot. Caught slightly there, that's right. Nothing too bad. Oh yeah, try and move as much as that as I could in one moment. There's our chicken of the woods, right there. Probably should have used a different colour pepper, but that's chicken of the woods there. Normally I'd let the steak rest, but just for the purposes of doing the video, we'll just get stuck into it. Oh, I think I've done okay. Yeah, I've got more medium actually. I'm glad in a way. I didn't want a whole lot of sort of blood all over this. That's fine actually. Oh boy. Well, here I was worried about that steak and whether or not it was actually still raw. It's medium, although this is the thickest part here. Very nice. Right, we've got a little bit of chicken of the woods there, a bit of steak there, a little bit of dauphinoise as well. It's a really, really nice mushroom. It's quite fleshy. Cooking it with the steak, the flavours get into it as well. I have read, you know, you can parboil your chicken of the woods and then cook it in bacon fat. That was the first thing I ever read about it actually from one of my wild food books. But you don't need to do that, that's just one way to do it. Just for some extra flavour, I've got some barbecue dark beer sauce. Just chuck a little bit on this end here. Whoop. It's nice. Well, I'm stuffed. Let's be honest, that was enough for 3 people. I ate the whole thing. I was so famished. I didn't have that much for lunch today or breakfast. Anticipation of the meal, but still. I mean, I just wolfed it down. So we've got another beer. It's Loch Lomond again. Wild Drover. This is the hazy IPA actually. I wanted to try this one. Wild Drover. What's a drover? There's somebody who, looks after cattle, moves the cattle. Don't know. Anyway, let's give this one a go. Enough food for 3 people, so we'll have 3 beers. That one's nice. 4.5% alcohol. It washes everything down very nicely. Yeah, here in Scotland, when the sun shines, you just get outside. This is what I've done here, so I've been looking forward to this one actually all day. get the chicken of the woods, do the steak, have dauphinoise and a few beers. So cheers for watching this. We'll see you again.